is Shelby Merrick, pregnancy and postpartum exercise specialist. And today we're going to talk about stretching during pregnancy. Stretching during pregnancy is so important to reduce pain, to promote relaxation. Lots is happening in our body while we're pregnant. One of those things being relaxin, which is a hormone that relaxes all of our ligaments, and everything's kind of loosey-goosey. So stretching safely is very important. It's going to reduce pain in your lower back, help with sciatic nerve pain if you have it, anything like that. So first and foremost, get a mat or a towel so you can comfortably stretch. We're going to start with the cat-cow. What the cat-cow is going to do is strengthen your back. It's going to decrease hip and lower back pain as well. Hip pain is a really big problem that a lot of pregnant women see, and it's so easy to stay on top of it if we're stretching every day, at least once a day. So cat-cow, what I want you to do is to get on all fours with a neutral spine, which means a flat back. We're not doing this, sticking our butt up. We're not rounded right now. So I want you to get on all fours with a neutral spine. The tops of your feet, I want them flat on your mat or on your towel. Okay. I want your shoulders over your wrists, stacked right over your wrists. And I want your hips stacked right over your knees. And that's going to make sure that we're doing this safely and everything goes well when we're in this stretch. So on the inhale, I want you to drop your belly, relax your belly and drop it. On the exhale, we're going to push into our hands and round our back. So I'll show you what that's going to look like. Make sure you tuck your chin and look in towards your belly. And hold it for 5 seconds. And I'm going to show you what that looks like again. Neutral spine, flat back. On the inhale, relax your belly. And hold for 5 seconds. You're going to repeat that 10 times. And it's going to do wonders for opening up your hips, stretching everything out. It really feels good in the lower back. I'm not pregnant right now, and still that was a very helpful stretch for me for my back. Then next, I want you to get a sturdy chair. One that is not a high, like a bar stool. It needs to be a sturdy, standard size chair. Let me grab one real quick. Okay, so once you have your chair, you're going to take a seat. I'm going to kind of turn it so you can see what's going on. I want you to be able to sit on the edge and have feet flat on the ground. We're going to do a seated piriformis. The piriformis is a small muscle. It's deep in your glutes, and it can spasm during pregnancy. And because of its close proximity to your sciatic nerve, it can cause pain, like sciatic pain. That's really going to bother your lower back, your butt, down into your legs. So the seated piriformis is a really good stretch to help with that. If you're having pain already, if you don't have pain in your sciatic nerve area and you want to make sure you don't end up with it, this is a good stretch. So this foot flat on the floor, you're going to cross your other leg with your ankle at your knee. You're going to exhale, and when you exhale, you're going to lean forward. You're going to keep a flat back, neutral spine, and you're going to feel a stretch in your glutes and in your lower back as you lean forward. So on the exhale, you lean forward. Inhale, exhale, and lean forward. And depending on your mobility, depending on how pregnant you are, you may not be able to lean very far forward with a neutral spine, which is what we want to do. So however far you can lean to where you feel that good stretch. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want it to hurt. We want to feel a good stretch that feels good. And then let it go. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, whatever's comfortable, and then do it on the other side. So on the inhale, exhale. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Repeat that on each side between 5 and 10 times, whatever feels good to you, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever makes your body feel good. We don't want anything to hurt. It's very important to stretch carefully and be mindful about your aches and pains during pregnancy. We don't want to hurt ourselves. And then we are going to do the pigeon. This was my favorite when I was pregnant with my youngest. I didn't know that I needed to be doing all of this when I was pregnant with my first, and it helped so much when I was pregnant with my youngest. This one is great for low back pain. It's great for sciatic pain and your sciatic nerve. So what you're going to do is you're going to extend one leg back, okay? And you may not be able to extend it this much. It may not be this flat on the ground, and that's okay. And then the other leg, and this is going to be difficult. It's not easy to do in pregnancy, but it feels fantastic. So your other leg is going to be at 90 degrees, as close as you can get it. And then you're going to inhale and lay down on this leg. You may not be able to go all the way to the ground. If you're big and pregnant, you have a big pregnant belly, you definitely won't be able to do that. I want you to go as far as you can comfortably without pain. This should feel good. Should stretch your glutes really well. You should feel a nice stretch in your glutes and lower back. No pain. So, inhale. I want you to hold that for 5 seconds, and I want you to repeat it on the other side. And one leg may be easier for you. I'm not even pregnant, and as you can see, this leg is much easier for me. So you want it at 90 degrees. Hold for 5 seconds. You're going to repeat on both sides between 5 and 10 times. As many times as you need to do that to feel good. We're going to do one more pose, and then we're going to do a resting pose, one more stretch. This one is a little bit difficult to do, a little uncomfortable at times, but oh my goodness, when you get up from this stretch, you're going to feel amazing. So this is actually what the natural birthing pose is. We're going to go all the way down, drop into our butt. See how my butt just kind of fell? It is easy to fall backwards in this pose. So if you need to put your hands down and support yourself, that's okay. I want you to breathe deeply, and on the exhale, release into this pose. Hold for 10 seconds, or as long as you feel like you need. The last one is going to be a resting pose. This pose is great for your lower back. It is going to be a nice stretch, and it should be very, very relaxing. And I like to finish with this one so we feel nice and relaxed, and we can get up and feel good. So this is the child's pose. It's a traditional yoga pose if you've never heard of it. I want you to put your big toes together, hips over your knees, neutral spine. What we're going to do is lean forward. Putting our big toes together gives our belly room. Lean forward. butt to your feet, arms outstretched. Hold the child's pose for as long as you need to. That is it. That is our stretching video. It should take you between 10 and 15 minutes to get that done once you get the hang of it. If you need to do that morning and night, do it morning and night. My recommendation is always stretch right before bed. It's going to relax you. It's going to make everything feel a little bit better. You're going to wake up and not be so stiff. You're going to wake up and not be in so much pain. You may not be in pain now, which is fantastic. You may not be in pain at all during your pregnancy, but doing these stretches every night will ensure that you definitely either are able to manage your pain by stretching, or you never develop any pain at all, which would be great. So if you have any questions, please reach out, please let me know, and have a great